Whew, that was a weekend. Arc Raiders is now on hold. We don't get to play it again till October 30th. The free-to-play weekend is over, and I'm kind of surprised, and maybe I shouldn't be, about the response Arc Raiders has gotten. That it's kind of boring or kind of mid, and they aren't quite sure how this game's gonna play out and stuff like that, or the basis of it is kind of boring. And I just want to like kind of talk about that. So the game this weekend was just a server slam, is what they called it. It was simply just to test their servers, and I feel like they should have opened up the game to everyone back in their tech test too, instead of just invite only. You can invite your friends and stuff like that, but it was definitely a limited play test or a limited availability for people to join. It wasn't hard to get in. You just kind of had to search for it. And with the game about to release, a lot more people are hearing about it, and a lot more people are trying it. And if you look at the game here, you'll see that to train it, train Scrappy. Scrappy training is part of the full Arc Raiders experience. And you'll see this little message here on a lot of things of the game, like these 3 items here. So there's a lot more of this game coming out. But back when the game was first play tested, or the second play test, and it sort of got its initial big buzz, there was a few Gamescoms or conventions and stuff like that where they thought, okay, Arc Raiders is going to be announced and they're going to do a shadow drop. And when they didn't do a shadow drop, everyone got mad. It was wild. It's like, whoa, hold on. We were all super happy with this game, and now you're mad that they didn't do a shadow drop, or that you felt like you were being teased or something like that. It's wild to me. But this game is going to have a lot more to offer, and I think it's totally fine if you're still not convinced. Like I said, throughout the time I was playing this weekend, people came in asking me about this game, asking me what I thought about it, asking me if they should buy it, asking me if $40 is worth it. And I answered all their questions. And in chat, specifically TikTok, thank you guys over there, they were generally excited about this game and said it looked good. This looked fun. But over on Twitter and all that stuff, I've been seeing people say like it was mid, it was boring, it doesn't hold a candle to Escape from Tarkov, stuff like that. And this game is just going to have a lot more to offer. This game also, apparently the developers say this is not an extraction shooter. This is a PvP, PvE, extraction adventure, whatever that means. So they're not really wanting to get those kind of audiences that are into hardcore shooters like CSGO or Escape from Tarkov, real staples of hardcore games in their specific genre. They want to get more players that are apprehensive about escape from extraction shooters. I think that's cool. I think that's fine. They aren't making the game too easy. A lot of people said that the Arc robots, they were a lot harder than they thought. I think that's fine. I think that's a good balance. You definitely don't want a game that's too easy. Now let's take a look at what Shroud has said about this game.
I played Phil and found a nice full team that were all solid teammates. That's what's up. Dude, this game, in terms of like the VoIP comms and stuff, people have been really like the communication that they've had. It's just super fun, man. Like I keep saying with this game is try not to stress winning or losing. Just try to have fun in the raid, because that's where you'll get the most out of this game, is having funny encounters with people, meeting people, just doing stupid shit and having stupid shit happen. Like the natural progression is gonna come no matter what. Like the game's not rocket science. It's not the hardest game to progress in the world,
right?
You know, like you will
easily
naturally
accessible
progress in the game. So just enjoy playing it and don't like stress about your gear or whatever the like. Who cares? The game's not wiping. It's important.
So if you look in the comments, I even comment on here. It's like, one comment says here, if a game is naturally fun, you don't need to tell people you have how to have fun, seems like there's a problem here. I think a lot of sentiment is going on like that. I think one reason a lot of people that have played the previous tech test are talking about with this game and, saying, hey, have fun with it. This game's good. Like, they're really defending this game, kind of being shills for it. Not only, not because they're getting paid for it, but because we've experienced the game that a lot of people haven't experienced before. They're doing advertisements all over the place. They're ramping up for their launch. A lot more people are hearing about this game and real curious about it. And this is this weekend was their first experience with it. And when we got to play on that tech test, we had a lot more features available to us, a lot more things available to us, and a lot more time. I think we had a whole week. So we're looking at Buried City, Spaceport, and then we had night raids as well. Oh, it looks like the night raids are available. I did not know the night raids are available. No, I missed out on it. I don't have time to play tonight. Anyways, we had these available to us, whereas we only had damn battlegrounds this weekend for the majority of it. I didn't realize night raids was available because it's on a little window here. So you don't have to buy the game right off the rip, but I bet you a lot of people are going to be surprised as to what's available when the game fully launches, and we're going to finally see what this full potential is. Now, I rated the game overall from my experience so far about a 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10. I would say the playtest, the beta, all that stuff, whatever you want to call it, 10 out of 10 because it ran smooth and it looked beautiful and we got to play, felt like a full-blown game compared to some other games that are in development. And so when the game launches, I don't know if it's going to stay at 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10 for me, because we're going to see a lot more of it, and we're going to see like what the end game is for this going to look like. We're going to see what progression is going to be as you go through the game. Will you get stronger, and will you be able to fight the robots a lot easier? It's going to be interesting to see where this is at, and so I'm excited for it. If you're new to this game, I've been getting a lot of these questions, and it's hard to just kind of sum it up or whatever, but I'm going to try. Arc Raiders is a third-person perspective extraction shooter that it has PvE in it. It's going to be, wait, did I say that twice? PvE in it. It's going to be cross-play, I believe, with your Embark ID. It's going to be cross-save, so you can play it on whatever platform you've purchased it on. When you turn off cross-play, you're only going to play with your console. So PC with PC, Xbox with Xbox, PlayStation with PlayStation. I would say if you're not into extraction shooters, don't worry about it. If you're into shooters, you're into sort of games that have like a BR, I would say like a Fallout, if you're into that kind of stuff. This game has that sci-fi, fantasy, post-apocalyptic future vibe to it, which I really, really like. So if you're into that, I would say, $40. If that's a value to you to just kind of see if you like a game, give it a shot. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think if you've been playing like free games, Fortnite, stuff like that, spending $40 these days, it's no joke. I'm not going to say it's like super easy to just throw money away like $40. There is a $60 version, which I got. That's only cosmetic only. This game is gonna try and stay to not pay to win. So I'd say give it a shot. I wish that there was more opportunities, and I kind of do hope that in the future they do more play sessions, more free to play weekends randomly, or maybe on a holiday or something, to promote sales of the game, to promote new players to get in, because I think this game's going to be really, really fun. I don't think it's going to be the next coming of Christ as far as like the best game ever to be released this year, 2025. But I think as far as multiplayer goes and stories and adventures, I think this is going to be a big multiplayer adventure game that's going to be fun for a large group of people. And who knows what franchise this could push off, who could, maybe we'll get anime, like a cyberpunk anime out of this or something. I don't know. All the cutscenes have been freaking cool. All their little stories and stuff like that. I really, really like the cinematic scenes. I'm just rambling away, but also you see the hat here. Yes, I did wear this live on stream. If you are here from my Mixer days, remember Mixer, watch Mixer back in the day. I used to wear a hat like this all the time. I thought, you know what? Let's bring it back. Let's bring the hat back. So you're going to see me wear this more often. Sometimes I do worry that, I know it's not scientifically possible, but I'm worried that my wearing of a hat is going to like make me lose hair or something like that. So you'll see me sometimes with like a hair made up or whatever. But if I don't have my hair done or whatever, you're going to probably see me wear this. So I'll be streaming this live October 30th on the TikToks and all that stuff. So wherever else you like to see live streams as well, I multi-stream everywhere. If you have any questions, I also will be doing sort of like a hot tips, maybe 5 tips of Arc Raiders or something like that video coming up soon. So hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, come back, join the live, let's chat it up. Also, if you're looking to maybe run some raids in topside on Arc Raiders, let me know. I have a Discord that everyone can join and we can do like a LFG or something like that. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for this weekend. It was really, really fun. That's why I like streaming, is I get to discuss this game or share this game with new people, and they get to ask me questions, and I get to maybe give them a really fun game to experience. So it was really fun. It was really, really fun. And I want to say thank you so much for everyone who tuned into the live streams. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good week.